Welcome to social class. I am Priya with your new lesson Poverty and Hunger. Yes, well, dear friends, in today's class, let us discuss about that. What are the meaning and causes of poverty? Yes, poverty is found both in the urban and rural area. We can observe this poverty around us, is it? So, in cities, we can see this poverty in the sellers, on the footpath sellers, and also the daily wage workers, beggars, the workers working in the small scale industry, and migrants, is it? So, migrants in these places we can see the poverty. Understand, it means what? We can see the poverty in the urban area, the sellers on the footpath, is it? Footpaths, afterwards daily wage workers, beggars, these peoples are considered the poor people, is it? Poverty is this, so we consider these peoples are the poor people. In the rural area we can see that the landless agriculture peoples are also the poor people, is it? Then afterwards, the other food, the people working in the small and very small farmers, with the tiny patches of land, so those peoples are also called the poor peoples. People engaged in the occupation of their agriculture, like the making baskets, weavers, potters, blacksmiths. So these peoples are considered the poor peoples in the rural area, is it? So here the poor people are not able to earn the sufficient income, in a sense they are not earning the sufficient income, in the sense what they earn, by that it is impossible to fulfill their fundamental needs, is it? So they get very low income. So also this income is also, it is impossible to get the square meals a day, is it? In the sense it is impossible to get the square meals in a day, in the sense two times they are not able to get the food, is it? So and they suffer from the malnutrition, in the sense what they are eating, in the sense poor people who are what they are eating, so they are not getting the proper nutritious food, they do not have means to take care of their health, is it? So therefore suffer from the illness and lack of education, training and skill, and the chance of the employment are the few, is it? The jobs have will not be permanent, and the income they get is very low, is it? These are all the features of the poverty, is it? The people who are in the poverty, who are poor, so those people are impossible to get the education, the health is also not good, through that their earning is also very low, there is a no standard of living, is it? Then afterwards no more trainings and skill, for that purpose, for these causes they are not getting the more employment opportunities, is it? These are all the features of the poor people, is it? Poor people living in, already we know that the poor people where they are living in the bungalows, no, it's impossible, is it? The poor people live in the kacha houses, and that have walls or roof of mud, is it? And coconut leaves and grass, is it? The roofs, what is, we can see that the roofs are made by the coconut leaves and grass and mud, likewise. And they may be living in the small tents and huts made in the sheets, is it? Made of from the thin sheets on the roadside or under the street, under the trees also they are living, is it? The areas in cities where such people live are called the slums, is it? What is, these poor people are living in the kacha houses, the roofs are made by the mud, coconut leaves and grass, is it? Then afterwards some people are also live in the huts, and also these are made by the thin sheets on the roadside or under the trees. And in the cities, the people who live there, so on that places, in the sense poor people living in a places, so on that time we are seeing the lack of basic amenities, like the drainage, afterwards electricity supply, drinking water supply is not available there, so that area is called what, a slum, is it? So this condition in which peoples are deprived, are not getting the fundamental needs. So what are the fundamental needs here? Food, shelter, clothing, education, health, these are all called the fundamental rights, fundamental needs. So without this we cannot live. Is it? Food is very necessary to us, cloth is very necessary to us, shelter, education and health is very necessary to us. Is it? So these people, in a sense, poor peoples are not able to get these fundamental needs. So this is called poverty. Understand this. But it is poverty is a condition in which peoples are not able to get their fundamental needs like the food, the clothing, shelter, education, health is called poverty. Understood this? Yes, here how can we identify the poverty? Is it? How can we measure that? Is it? So ಪಾವರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಳಿಬಹುದು? Is it? Is any yardstick is there to measure the poverty? Yes, here the before the independence, Dadabhai Nauroji is used the concept of poverty. Poverty line. What it is? At before the independence, Dadabhai Nauroji is given a yardstick of what it is? Yardstick to measure the poverty. That is on the basis of poverty line. Is it? So nowadays what we are seeing, that APL card and BPL card. So it is according to the poverty they are making the request, above poverty line and below poverty line. Is it? After independence also the poverty line is being used as the yardstick of the measure poverty. Nowadays also we are using this what it is, poverty line is a yardstick to what it is, measure the poverty. Is then what is poverty line? Is it? So poverty line, it represents, it means it represents that the estimated minimum level of income needed to the secure the basic necessity of life. Understand? Estimated minimum level of income, estimated minimum level of income needed to secure the basic amenities of life, necessity of life. Is it? Minimum income is the very necessary. Is it? Why? To fulfill our basic necessities, basic need. So minimum level of the income is necessary. So on the basis of we divide the people as a above poverty line and below poverty line. In a sense, poverty line means minimum level of income needed to secure the basic necessities. Is it? Of life is called the what it is, poverty line. Yes, here alternatively, it indicates that the capacity to incur the minimum expenditure to meet a subsistence or basic necessities. It means it indicates that capacity to incur the minimum expenditure. In the sense, minimum expenditure is very necessary. So how to minimum clothing is in housing facility, then afterwards the minimum health facilities. So it's very necessary for every human life. Is it? So to expect, we want to do the expense on these. Is it? Is it? For that purpose, such income is very necessary. It's called the minimum income. In the sense, ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆಹಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ವಸತಿಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು. ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್? ಇದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಿಲೋ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಅಬೋವ್ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಈಡೇರಿಸುವಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಇನ್ಕಮನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿಬೋದು. So here in the period of the 2005, Suresh Tendulkar committee is adopted the monthly per capita expenditure on education, health and electricity, transport along with the food and determine the poverty line. Is it? So what it is, in the period of 2005, here the Tendulkar committee adopted the monthly per capita expenditure. Is it? In the sense, monthly how much is necessary to expend? Is it? Making the expenditure. So on monthly, how much is need for making the expenditure on the education, on health, on electricity and the transport along with the food. So on the basis of this they determine the poverty line. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಂಡೂಲ್ಕರ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ 2005 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್, ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳ ತಲಾ ಆದಾಯ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ವೆಚ್ಚ ಮಾಡೋದು? ತಲಾ ಆದಾಯದ ವೆಚ್ಚ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ಗಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿಗಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ಗಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಫುಡ್, ಆಹಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ಪಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಫುಡ್ಗಾಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫುಡ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ, ಆನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಫುಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್, ದೀಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ amenities. This is called the below poverty line. Otherwise we are getting the more income than this is called the above poverty line. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ನಾವು ಆಹಾರ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ವೆಚ್ಚ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಾಕಾಗುವಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡುವಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಫುಡ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೇ ಇರುವಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಲೋ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಬೋವ್ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಸಚಿನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಸುರೇಶ್ ತೆಂಡೂಲ್ಕರ್ committee adopted the monthly per capita expenditure on education, health, electricity and transport along with the food. Understand this? So these are also basic amenities. So it is not more different than the Dadabhai Naoroji poverty line, is it? And see, Rangarajan committee is following the Tendulkar committee and recommendation fixed the poverty line expenditure at the rupees 32 in the rural area and rupees 47 in the urban area. Understand? In the sense, the people who are getting the 32 rupee in the rural area per day, is it? So and measure of the poverty is still the continuous issue, is it? So recommended fixed poverty line expenditure per day is the 32 rupee in the rural area and 47 rupee in the urban area. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನದ ಖರ್ಚು 32 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳಷ್ಟು ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ, ಅಂದರೆ 32 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳಷ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆದಾಯ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಅಂದರೆ 15 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಆದಾಯ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಲೋ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್. 40 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆದಾಯ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಬೋವ್ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ 47 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಅಬೋವ್ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್. 47 is the poverty line, is it? In the sense, ಈ 47 ರೂಪಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಅಮ್ಯುನಿಟೀಸ್ನ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ. 47 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಿಂತ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಬಿಲೋ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. At the international level, World Bank is identified that the person who is unable to spend the $1.5 for the daily consumption as being the below poverty line. Understand? In a sense, according to the World Bank, it gives the target that $1.25 who are impossible to spend this for their daily life. So those peoples are called the poor peoples. In a sense, those peoples are in the below poverty line. According to this creation, we can see that the nearly 41% of the people are poor in our country, according to this World Bank identification, is it? $1.25 ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡುವಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಅವನನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ 41% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪೂರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ India. Okay, yes, this is the meaning of poverty and how can we measure the poverty, is it? Yes, by the poverty line we can measure the poverty. It is one of the yardstick given by the here Dadabhai Naoroji and Suresh Tendulkar, then Sri Rangarajan committee. We already discussed about it, about this. Yes, let us discuss about the extent of poverty in India. How much poverty is there in our country? Let us discuss about this. Yes, here using the definition of poverty line is given by the committees and data of the consumer expenditure is generated by the National Simple Survey. Understand? But it's National Simple Survey, it makes that the number of the present people below poverty line has been estimated, is it? Here what is National Simple Survey makes that how much poverty is there in our country. In next by diagram we can explain about that. Is here the poverty ratio is declined from the 46 percentage in the 1983, about the 20 percentage in the 2009 and 10. The decline in poverty is seen both rural and urban area is in this recent days. Is the poverty is the much greater than the urban poverty. Is it rural poverty is much greater than urban poverty? In a sense, more poor people is living in the rural area only, and declining this poverty is the faster during the post 2000 period. Is here diagram is there. So according to this diagram, we can see here 1983, 87, 88, 93, 94, 2004 and 2006, 2009 to 10. Here the poverty is decreasing. After the 2000, we can see that poverty is decreasing. See here, in the period of the 1983, here the rural poverty level is 46. Is it 46.6? Then urban, it is in the 42.5. In the sense, here the rural area poverty is more than urban area. Is it the total poverty in the rural and urban area totally in our country is 46.7 percentage. Then I want to move for the next 1987. Here we can see that the poverty rate is decreasing. That is the 38.7 percentage of the poverty we can see in the rural area. Here the dark black line is there, no? It is showing about the rural area, and the plain box is shows about that urban area, and lined box is shows about that total poverty situation of our country. Is it in the period of the 1987 and 88? Here we can see that what is in rural area 38.7% of the poverty is there, and urban area 39.4% poverty is there. Is it here the urban area have the more poverty, then afterwards 38.9% of the total poverty in our country. Is it so such a poor peoples are in our country. In the period of the 1993 and 94, here we can see that 37.0% of the poverty we can see in the rural area, but is the urban area it is a very low than rural area, that is 33.1%. Total poverty is the 36.0. Is it then here we can see that what is 2004 and 6, here the poverty is very decreased than comparing to the rural area. 10% here decreased, that 28.2% poverty we can see in the rural area, but in urban area it's very low than rural area, that's the 26.1. Total poverty, in a sense total poor people who are living in our country, that the ratio is 27.7%. Is it at last 10 years we can see that 2009 to 10, here poverty rate is very decreased. In the sense the people getting the basic amenities slowly here, because of the more programs are implemented in our country. Here 2009 to 10, we can see that 20.2% of the people are poor in rural area, and 20.7% people are the poor in the urban area. The ratio of the urban and rural area is the same. Total in our country 20.3% of the poverty is there in our country. Is it so? This is the extent of our poverty. In the sense the poverty rate is decreasing in our country is a good. Is it because of low poor peoples are there, in a sense very less poor peoples are there. Then in the next years also we can see that the poverty is also decreasing. It's a very good, and is one of the feature of development of the country. Is it? Yes, let us discuss about that. Here what is the absolute number of the poor in our country? Is it? Yes, this figure is explaining about that how many members are poor in our country. Yes, here we can see that the poor has declined from the 3213 lakh in the period of the 1973 and 74, and it is next it is also declined like to the 3070 lakh by the 2004 to 5. In the sense here absolute number of the poor we can see that 30 crores. In a sense very high. The absolute number of the poor is very high here. 30 crore people are the very poor in our country. In the rural area 73% of the people are poor. Is it? It's a very hard. And but notice that while the number of the rural poor has come down, is it? But nowadays we are seeing the poor in the rural area is coming down, that the urban poor has increased, is it? But we can see that nowadays the urban poor peoples are increasing, is it? Because of the more peoples are migrating where village to urban area. Yes, let us discuss about that what are the causes for the poverty in India, is it? Yes, here the many more causes are there, many factors are there, historical, economical, social, political. The more due to these causes we can see that what is we are facing the poverty nowadays. Yes, let us discuss about that what are those. Is commonly that is a rapid increase in population, is it? Is India ranked second in the population, so it's impossible to provide the employment opportunity to all people. How the population increase, likewise it is impossible to provide the employment opportunity to people, is it? So this rapid increase is a major cause for the development going down inefficiently, and providing the basic amenities for these peoples are also it is impossible. ಹೇಗೆ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫುಡ್, ವಾಟರ್, ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ poverty. And next is the low level and growth of national income, is it? Low level and growth of national income is generally underdevelopment on one of the hand, and the rapid rise of the population is the another, is it? What is the problem of our country? Our country is developing country, is it? Then another hand, population increase rapidly. It is two are very opposite, in the sense development is slow but population is very highly, in the sense according to the Malthus theory, is it? ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ 2x2 ವೇಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 1+1 ವೇಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದ ಪರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಾ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ of the people, is it? So here per capita income of the people is very low, and low investment, lower productivity, is it? And lower income growth. So this has kept in the people in poverty. So ಏನಾಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದಾಯ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ಆದಾಯ ಕಡಿಮೆಯಿಂದ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದರಿಂದ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಇದರಿಂದ ಲೋವರ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, is it? So continuously we can see that price have reduced the people's and purchasing power, isn't? So especially those who income is low, is when the prices becomes high, it is impossible to purchase the goods. So purchasing power is also decreasing. ಹೇಗೆ purchasing power ಅಂದರೆ ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇದು? ವೆನ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್. ವೆನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೋ, ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಲೋ. ದೆನ್ ಅನ್ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಎಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ವಲಿ ಸೊ ವೆನ್ population is increased, according to that is impossible to provide the employment facility to people, is it? So this is one of the cause. And capital deficiency, is it? Is low income, low saving and yielded less money are investing growth for growth of a country. Hence there has been the low and slow capital formation, is it? Productivity and income earning capacity. Already I said no, it is a chain. So when we not have the per capita income, afterwards we getting the low income, no standard of living, no savings, low capital formation, afterwards low productivity and low income is cause for the unemployment, illiteracy, then ill health. So these are all chain, is it? So likewise here also, when the per capita income is low, so it's a cause for the low capital formation. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆದಾಯ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಉಳಿತಾಯ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಉಳಿತಾಯ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದಕತೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಉತ್ಪಾದಕತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಡತನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ರನ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅನ್ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಡತನ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪಾವರ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಹಂಗರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫುಡ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ.